Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast, sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. The goals you'd like to get in amateur radio, the paper on the wall. We'll talk about that and more today. From around the world, welcome back to Ham Radio Live.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is daylight night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's daylight night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. You hear the door slam and realize there's nowhere left to run. You feel the cold hand and wonder if you ever see the sun. You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination, girl. But all the while, you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're out of time, 'cause this is daylight night. There ain't no second chance against the thing with the 40 eyes, girl. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Night creatures calling, the dead start to walk in their masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time. This is the end of your life.
All right, there's a reason.
About to get
There's a reason we're playing this in the middle of July instead of in October, around Halloween. There's a good reason. You'll like the reason. It's pretty good, actually. I hope you enjoyed that part of the show. We've got a fun show today. I would describe it as fun. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to talk about awards you would like to earn in amateur radio, whatever they may be. We'll talk about that today. We're also going to talk about something that's pretty much gone in American culture now. There's only one that still exists that does this kind of show, but it's still watched. I mean, it's a huge audience from coast to coast that watch this program. That's courtesy of Spike, all the way in the beautiful, beautiful state, Montana. Yep. That's a fun little part of the show. Hope you like that. And also, we've got some pretty fun trivia today as well. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show we have for you today. It's Wednesday, 15th day of July, 2026. Can't lose Vincent Price. Oh, can't lose this.
The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down.
There you go. Before I get zapped. Yeah, I gotta cut it back. The amazing Vincent Price, one of many talented people to perform on Michael Jackson's biggest album, and actually one of the biggest albums in the history of music. What do you say we start the show with a quick away we go? Hi, everybody. Great to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Monday. Happy Thursday. No. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Welcome to the program here at Ham Radio Live Fun Show. We're going to have a lot of fun today. You know, there's some stuff in here for amateur radio lovers. There's some stuff in here for little, media buffs. And there's also some fun stuff for ham radio history and trivia, too. Should be a whole bunch of fun. I hope you get a little bit of giggles out of that. That album, Michael Jackson's Thriller, most of us that are old enough know just how massive that album was. I mean, it's a shame Michael didn't live longer. It really is, because the younger generation would know him clearly much better. He was so talented. That album had 7 hit singles on it. All 7 of them went top 10 here in the States. No kidding. So the ones that made it were The Girl Is Mine. The first one, Want to Be Starting Something. That was good. Then Thriller was the last single released. It was the 7th and final single that was released from the album. Beat It was the biggest song of all of it. Billie Jean was. Beat It was second. They were both number ones, but Billie Jean was number one a little longer here in the States. And then Human Nature was part of that as well. And The Girl Is Mine. Remember, that was with Paul McCartney. That was like he did that. And then Michael came on to Paul's album for Ebony and Ivory. And then, yeah, you get it. Anyway, Pretty Young Thing was on it as well. 7 singles off of that, all going number 10 or higher. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that in the history of music again. It's so unique to see anybody put all that music on one single album, because money-wise, right? You want to separate those because you're going to be able to make more money if you do it that way. Gosh, Thriller, what an amazing album that was by Michael Jackson. No kidding. Wow. Isn't that something, guys? 7 singles all went top 10. The only other album in the 1980s that did 7 off one album, believe it or not, was Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. There's a little trivia nugget for you. Temperatures are kind of good today, the length there, but yeah, it's coming. The temperature outside today is 94. Sorry, that's Saturday's temperature. Let me move you to the right one. Because one of these was the right and one of these was the wrong. And Larry, of course, picked the wrong one. So here's the one today. So 94 degrees outside. Not bad. It's not too bad outside. A little under 60% humidity. Feels about 108. It's not too bad. Little rain overnight, too, which was kind of nice. The Saturday temperature I told you about on last show, this is it right here. Take a look at this incredible temperature, 106 degrees, and the temperature, the feel-like temperature outside was astoundingly hot. The feel-like temperature, 124 degrees. No kidding. I mean, it was so flippin' hot. Jill is hanging out somewhere around here, and there's our girl. She's just taking a little nap here. Yep. That's my little girl. She's growing up pretty fast. No kidding. And we had little Jasper, I should say, and Miley out there. That's the reason we were a bit late today. They were taking a little longer out in the sun, but yeah, I don't know if Miley really wanted that to be in the picture or not, but there you go. The family here at the little shack. Boy, the light finally got bright. I've got a light. I should show a picture to you, right? It's an LED. Well, no, it's not LED. Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of like a no, it's like neon because it does the coil, But the problem is it takes forever for it to get to bright. It's like an old vacuum tube. It takes a while for it to heat up and start to, make power. Oh man, I was like, come on. So I'm adjusting then the brightness setting on the camera for a while. I'm like, if I don't get this done, I'm never going to get this done. Jack is not angry today. He's very, very happy. And we'd like to invite you to our Discord channel about amateur radio. Really would. It's a great place for you to come and ask questions, important questions about amateur radio. If you're interested in getting licensed especially, it's at ham-radio-live. Great place for you to go and just talk it up. Talk all kinds of radio. People will answer questions about radio, DX, shortwave. Shortwave's a big topic on our Discord channel. Also amateur radio and stuff like that. So even when we get tropospheric ducting, you'll get people telling you, hey, I've got trough duct and here's where it's going. Amazing stuff. Keep track of that on Discord at ham-radio-live. And please understand, one spot you can't use, I mean, you can't type, you can use it, it's good to read, but you can't post there, is at the Ham Radio Live information page on our Discord channel. Please don't be upset. That's the only place you can't put little comments in. It's for us to let you know what's going on in the show. Our website is currently having a little bit of a redo for firewall issues. So right now we're taking care of all those things. Rodney in the Netherlands is taking care of that. Our guy, King Rodney. Today he's King Rodney. He was Rodney the Great yesterday, but we're going to make him king today. Pop Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. I don't know what I'd do without the guy. He's an amazing, amazing, talented guy. So he's going to also go through some updates to the website next month. So right now, some firewall tweaks. We'll get that done and have it up for you as soon as we can. Today's topic question: what are some ham radio awards you'd like to get? I don't think I've ever asked this specific question. Now, we're talking about the kind of awards that you would want to frame on your wall, right? Something you'd like other people to know that you accomplished. Let us know in the comment section during the show. We'll make it part of today's program. Let's find out who's first, second, and third around the world first, all right? It's good to see you guys around the world today. What a great day to hang out with y'all. I'm really grateful to be here today in Central Florida on the show. First up, guess what? It's 5 consecutive times. Amazing. Rodney's on a roll. Papa Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey, all the way from the Netherlands. Give him a beep beep, please. Well done, Rodney. Wow. 5 straight. Wow. I'm impressed. Well done, buddy. Well done. Oh, you saw my Band-Aid, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great thing. We have this thing where you have we get a 6-pack of pop, right? And it's got like that kind of weird rubberized thing that holds each individual bottle in place. Anyway, so because we're saving the fish. Karen's like, oh, I don't like those things. I don't, because they throw them in the water and then fish die in them. I said, okay, well, I'll cut them up. It's fine. So in the middle of cutting it up, yeah, there goes the finger right there. Larry goes and slices that part. Yeah, it's great. Oh, boy. We're saving fish. It's all that matters to me. Second up is continent number 2, and I think that he was trying to make sure he could split up Rodney's consecutive streak. We might have a little brouhaha going. Bill Myers, welcome. Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike. Bill is our amazing, amazing person that's up in Wisconsin. He also keeps the comment stream clean, drops the links, does all kinds of things, has a lot of fun.
Where's the kaboom?
No.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
He does everything. Hi, Bill. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a fun show. And I will. You're going to enjoy this program today. It'll maybe put a smile on your face. If it doesn't, we ask you don't tell anybody, please. Because, we try and hold a good reputation here. Just keep it still. Keep it to yourself. We don't need to let anybody else know. Okay, thank you. Number 3, they're also in the Netherlands, and he's also back, which is really cool. It's Martin, Papa Echo 9 Tango India Golf. There you go, Martin. There you go. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you've been here a while, you know that's part of Martin's heritage here. Martin would bring the show along at work. He would be listening to it at work while he was working there in the Netherlands. And man, Martin, you are such a good friend. Thanks for all the years of friendship. I really mean that. Barry Wendon is here. Barry's got the radio that I want, but I still love him anyway. His call sign's Golf 6, Juliet Mike X-Ray. Hi, Barry. Good to see you, buddy. Really is. And Jeff joins us all the way from Sherwood, Oregon. Jeff has a name there. It's Elmer Time. And what that means, for people who might be new to amateur radio, Jeff would be a good person for you to connect with, right? His call sign's Alpha Delta 7 Lima November. He has a YouTube channel. There's some content on it, I believe. And I need to see more of it, Jeff, honestly. But he's a guy, if you're looking to get into the radio hobby, ham radio licensed hobby, a guy that'll help you. And he wants to help people. That's why his name is Elmer Time. He's a guy that likes to assist people who want to get their ham license. And to me, that's a really good thing. Jeff, good to see you. A happy Wednesday to you, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Got Joshua here. Joshua's getting ready to dance here. Wait a minute.
Oh. That's just what they'll be expecting us to do.
Don't want that. We don't want to be expecting anything like that. Chris is back. Good to see you, Chris. As always, Kilo Echo number 2, Hotel Romeo Juliet. And he's studying hard to be a general licensee. Yes, he is. He's going to pass, too. He's smart. I mean, Chris is a really smart guy. We've talked a little bit over our email. We'll get to the email in a second. Just a moment, please. Excuse me. Thank you, guys. We've talked a little bit about him. And he's got it. I mean, he's really good. He's sharp. He'll have no problem passing general. I think he's more worried than anybody else is. But based on the stuff that he's told me, he's got it. Chris, you're going to get that license. And good for you for licensing up, because that's really the whole point of, like, our topic question today. For example, what awards are you looking to chase? Most of those awards, not all, but most, are on the HF band. So it's great to have you. A very happy Wednesday. Chris, New York City is here. Good to see you, buddy. Also coming in, sorry, I need to say this. Rodney, thank you for being around. Appreciate you coming today. A person who also is very, very much here working too, right? He brings the show with him to work. I think what he does is he puts, like, the phone in his pocket, but he's listening, like with the AirPods or something, is Mike in Jacksonville. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Mike, you are such a great person, a great DXer, and a really good friend. Thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you, Mike. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I really do. Thanks for dropping the links on the Discord group, Rodney. You're a good man. And Bill says, we have smoke from the northern Minnesota and Canada fires. Oh, the wildfires up there. Oh, boy. It's so thick that we can smell the smoke when we step outside and barely see the river from our deck. And that's saying something, because where Bill lives, he's got a deck where he can see the river. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's like that stately setting you always hope for if you're in the country. Bill and Kelly have that. But because of all the wildfires that are to the north and to the east of them, they're west. I had it right the first time. Just stepped right in it again, didn't I? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, you'd say that now. Of course you'd say that now, Sam. But anyway, all those fires from the north and from the west just blowing in there to the middle of Wisconsin, and the air quality's bad. So they're telling people there to not go out too much, especially those with respiratory issues. They're saying just stay inside. Let it go. Stay inside. That's the best thing you can do. Bill, be careful. Best to Kelly. Please just get through this time. I've been through that in Oregon. I've shown you guys pictures of just like it looked like we were on the planet Mars. So, I mean, it's bad. I know how that can be. Just keep your activities inside. Go outside if you've got to go shopping, things like that. Don't go mow the lawn again. Just wait for the smoke to clear, okay? Should I do it? Should I put this next one on the screen? Okay. Rodney's being a good sport because, okay, we should just set this up so people that don't come here all the time might understand just a little bit about the joke, because otherwise the joke doesn't work, right? Okay. So, how do I do this the right way? So Bill was on a trip, and Bill went on a really neat vacation down to Hamvention, down in Xenia, Ohio, right? So he went down there to go to the largest ham fair in the entire world. He got to be there all 4 days, Thursday night, I think, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He got to enjoy the whole thing and had a great time, right? And then they made kind of a roundabout way back up to north central Wisconsin, right? And Bill, on his way home, I think, stopped in this little hamlet in the UP of Michigan, the upper part of Michigan, and got himself a Nimrod's shirt. Now, the purpose of Larry actually getting this picture isn't really to show the Nimrod shirt. It's because of the QRP Net hat that Bill ordered from the QRP Net that Kevin and Steve run, but Bill chose this attire to wear right there while he was, showing off the hat. See?
Hey, McFly.
Yeah. So anyway, we all of a sudden started saying, "Hey, Bill, you're a Nimrod."
Hey, that's a joke, son.
Could have been a bit tighter there, Sam. Could have been just a little bit tighter. That's okay. So here's poor Bill. And, we start immediately doing the hazing, the terrible hazing that we do here in this show. We make fun of everyone here, and doggone, we have a great time.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Your Airness.
So Rodney is now, put this up, the Nimrod and the Great are in the building. Okay, so now you are the Great. You're okay with being the Great, and we will just keep it there, okay?
Boss.
Yep.
Head man.
Yep.
Top dog. Big cheese. A head honcho.
Captain.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, Rodney the Great. Chris, it's a toasty 98 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City today. Think about that, right? It's 98 there. It's 94 way down here in Central Florida, about 1,000 miles apart. We're further south, but still hotter up there, right? And thank God that it is. You can have it there, buddy. You can have it. Coming in from the German frontier, the amazing, the truly gifted, yes, it is Gunter, DK5ONV. Welcome, my friend. Happy hump day to you, too, in Germany. Thanks for joining us. Gunter does a lot of work in amateur radio, a lot. He goes like on a bicycle carrying a trailer behind it. So he tows a trailer with all his radio gear, right? And he works out in the summer, the winter, the fall, and the spring, underneath a canopy of trees. He shoots up an antenna wire way up high between two trees, and he works the world. It's amazing. I mean, if there was a guy who could get an award for working the hardest to stay on ham radio, he would win. He's that good. Gunter, great to have you. Thanks for coming back. DK5ONV is in the building. Thank you. Chris said, I haven't noticed it yet, but they say smoke from the Canadian fires are on the way to the New York area. Oh, no. Well, you can have that. We have a little different problem, actually. Our problem here is that we have Saharan dust. No kidding. No joke. From the Sahara Desert, the winds blow out to the Atlantic Ocean, and that dust can go way up in the atmosphere and carry all the way across the Atlantic and drop here in Central Florida. I don't get the phenomenon, but it happens. And then what happens to our sunrise and sunset, much more orange. I mean, it's really brilliant when it's here. And they tell people, it's like they do with wildfire smoke, take it easy. Don't exert yourself too much outside. Saharan dust is here and, can irritate your respiratory system. So it is interesting, but I don't know why we're talking. Oh, because the wildfires. Okay. Speaking of Steve, Steve's right there. Look at that. Steve's call sign golf is Kilo Oscar number 4, Golf Sierra Mike. Steve has the greatest country western DJ voice in the entire world ever. I will never give that part up. But Steve is a guy that is co-host of the QRP Net on the 20-meter band every Sunday with Kevin. Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Steve, it's an honor to have you here. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you very, very much being here. Ronnie says, website will be back up soon. Thank you for that. And there is his partner in crime, Steve's partner. It'd be Kevin, Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. We got both of the team from the QRP Net. It's an honor, guys. Thank you. It really is. It's an honor. It'll be a fun show today. You'll like it. You will. First person to answer our topic question would be Joshua. He says, one award I would frame is Mountain Goat for soda. That's Summit on the Air. Also, my PARG, Pacific Amateur Radio Club Guild certificate. Well, that's neat. Now, okay, hold on. For the Mountain Goat Award, is that 100 summits? Is that how you get that award? I could never get it because I can't climb up on mountains, but what a great goal, man. I love that. Thanks, Joshua. I'm putting that up for maybe comment of the show. By the way, I need to get back into that. Before we close, remind me if I mess up because I want to put the best comments up at the end of the program. I think it's a really important thing. You're part of the thing. You're part of the show. Yes. Let me see. Chris, I'm going for the extra already. I have the general. Wait, hold on. This just in. Chris, Kilo Echo 2, Hotel Romeo Juliet, is going for the extra because he already has the general. I had that backwards. Sorry about that. Well, good luck. You'll get it. Keep studying. You'll do fine. And Steve with Bill's hat. He says, hat gives you 20 dB of gain, Bill. Probably does. I bet it does. Because, the hat makes the... No, this shirt makes it cool. Nimrods. Such a great thing, man. Spike has joined us from the great state of Montana.
My boy!
I told you not to do that again. I came get the Montana out, and you're already hitting the... Yes, he's just so darn happy to see you, man. Spike's call sign, November 1, Alpha Quebec Hotel. You'll like the show today, Spike. You'll like the show. Steve's happy. Gunter's here. Gunter's happy. Everyone's here. And he says, by the way, Gunter in Germany, someone has sabotaged my ropes down by the yacht harbor, cut them into pieces while I have not been there in 9 days now. Now, that's a shame. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's how he gets the antenna up. That's how he does that. Spike says, why are the snakes able to survive when the Everglades burn? I don't know. I don't go down there. I stay away from the Everglades. That's one of the reasons that I do that, to be honest. Gunter, need to replace 3 complete sets of paracords tomorrow, early morning before sunrise, when it's still cooler temps. I'm sorry that happened, man. That does stink. It really does. Stian has come back, honored us with his presence. Stian's all the way in Norway, the western part. He says, hi all. It's a toasty 20 degrees Celsius here in Norway. That's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to remember, though, Norway isn't used to hot temperatures, right? 68 would be very warm for them. I mean, they're below zero in the wintertime, so it's cold. Stian, thank you for coming. It's truly an honor. Thank you for being here, my friend. Chris, and we'll be in the weather next. We'll get in the next comments after that in just a moment. Chris drops the final comment of segment 1. He says, the Golden Dipole Award goes to the ham who invents a new and innovative antenna design. Very good. We'll look for that in the news, okay? But first, we'll give you your weather. Your weather for HF bands is powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. SFI's 100. Boy, if we come down a long ways from where we were, gang. Sunspot numbers down to 26. I think we'd go under 100 tomorrow. I'll show you why in a second. BZ latitude's positive. That's good. Solar winds up, though, and that's why the K2 is there on the geomagnetic field. So quiet conditions right now. S1 to S2 is your noise floor out there. That's why the bands also have kind of changed a little bit. 80 and 40 fair during the day, and 17 and 15 also fair. We just don't have enough juice coming from the ionosphere. 6, 4, and 2 meter E-skip bands are closed. Probably not going to open up again this summer, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. Here's why the solar flux index has come down to where it is. Only 3 sunspots are there. The 2 that are on the far east side there going off the sun by tomorrow. And then the only one left, which is 4489, on the western limb. As it comes around, we're going to need some reinforcements. Otherwise, that solar flux index number, top left, is going to go below 100. 100. Maximum usable frequencies, pretty easy to take a look at those from west to east or east to west or whatever your point of view may be. Take a look at them from the northern hemisphere today. It's pretty good from the 20 meter band all the way to 15 for most of Europe, and you should be able to work those the rest of the day with no problem. Notice though how the 12 meter band comes up to the north. So right now it's already past Germany. It'd be in France right now, but it goes south. So you're going to be able to probably work Mexico and Central America on the 12 meter band if you're in the southern part of Europe. South hemisphere, well, look what's happened. For the most part, the 10 meter band is back in the tropics again. So even down south, if you're as far south as Australia, unless you're in the tropical region of Australia, you're simply not going to get the 10 meter band. So that is pretty much out this summer, as we've kind of seen our conditions change quite a bit. So your HF forecast, powered by ICOM for the love of ham radio. SFI should stay around 100. I expect them to drop tomorrow below that number. 6, 4, and 2 meter E-skip openings are still possible. Not likely, but still possible. Noise floor is quiet through Wednesday. Now, because of, just a second, guys. The SFI, if it was higher, or we had more X-ray radiation coming from the sun, we would probably still have 2, 4, and 6 E-skip. We would, but the problem is we just don't have enough solar activity to create it. So that's why I don't think we're going to see any more 6, 4, or 2 until the winter time comes back to the north and summer comes to the south. One of those things. Noise floor is fairly quiet though through late tonight. Best DX is in the northern hemisphere, going to be on 20, 17, and 15 meters, 12 meters if you're south of about 35 degrees north. Best DX in the southern hemisphere will be 20 to 12 meters. Nighttime amateur bands, oh, by the way, keep in mind daytime, the 10 meter band is really solid from tropic to tropic, so transequatorial propagation is real solid today. Your nighttime ham bands, SFIs are fairly flat, decent DX tonight. Noise floor is fairly quiet through tonight. Nighttime amateur bands 160, 80, 60, 40, and 20 meters. Stay on 20 until it dies away at night. You'll get some good DX and then move over to 40 when you make more calls. Shortwave DXers, daytime shortwave, noise floor is fairly quiet. SFIs probably going to be under 100 tomorrow. Expect some occasional fading on the weaker signals. Shortwave daytime bands 31, 25, 22, 19, 15, and the 13 meter band. Nighttime shortwave SFI is going to drop some more tomorrow, but still not drop like in 10 or 20. So we'll be all right here for a few days. Low level interference noise floor is possible tonight. Fading on some weak signals. Nighttime shortwave from 120 meters all the way to the 19 meter band should be fine. Top DX nighttime 90 meters, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, and the incredible, beautiful, wonderful, extremely good 19 meter band will be fine for you after dark, maybe 3 hours after sunset. Here in the northern hemisphere, maybe an hour to an hour and a half. In the southern hemisphere, there's your HF forecast. That's a lot of gabbing. We've got a great little email. There we go. That went great, didn't it? All of a sudden, down came everything. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow. That's an interesting little problem right there, but fixed, and we're back, and here we are. It's a low budget thing. We'll talk about that. We're going into low budget things right now. And this show is not sponsored by anybody, so it's low budget, and I like it that way, okay? We have a great email, info@hamradiolive.org. People reach out. They've got great stuff. They'll come out to me, show me things they've done. We'll share them on the show, and we have a lot of fun doing that. Last call on this. Raleigh, ZL1BQD in New Zealand, has a wonderful fundraiser to help people in the Papua New Guinea area to be able to be connected between villages. This is a really big deal, guys. I know we've talked about this. However, we're close. He's really close to getting this funded. And all he needs is for people to give a little bit what they can to this great fundraiser at Go Get Funding. Rodney or Bill, if you're kind enough to put the link down, that would be great. This explains what they're doing. It's helpful because, if somebody in one of the villages has a medical emergency, they can radio for help. I mean, that's where they're at right now. So if you can help give something, please do that at Raleigh's, his website there. He set up for the Go Get Funding campaign to help the people of Papua New Guinea. He's close. I mean, he's less than $300 away from funding a $3,000 request. That's pretty darn cool. Also, I received a neato thing from our dear friend Spike, and Spike in Montana always has something fun to do, which I always get a kick out of. He'll send me stuff sometimes in email, and sometimes we'll just talk about stuff. So there's a new World War II thing that started this year on the History Channel. It's World War II with Tom Hanks. Now, I love history, and I love the World War II history too. It's fascinating to me. And I asked Spike if he's seen it. He said, yeah, I have. And he brought up something I thought was interesting. We have on terrestrial television, they're usually on sub-channels. Like they'll have like say for example, it'll be the NBC affiliate, and then they'll have 2 or 3 sub-channels that you can watch over the air as well. Well, the cable systems and the satellite systems and the streaming systems have picked it up. It's known as MeTV. Now, MeTV does their thing with showing all these old shows from like the 60s and the 70s and some from the 80s, right? And one of their most well-known programs is kind of this campy little horror flick show called Svengoolie. There's Sven right there. Yeah. Svengoolie is one of these people that does these like B-movie and horror movie host shows. Back in the 60s and 70s, these things were super popular and people loved them. They really did. And so most markets in the United States had one of these kind of shows. It'd be like an hour or two. It wasn't like a huge deal, but it would be fairly campy. They'd like in the middle between the movie breaks, they'd do little skits and do like horrible things or tell history, things like that. Svengoolie's good on that. He's been on the air since the 70s in Chicago. So he's still on MeTV doing his thing. But I thought, you know what? I bet the people on Ham Radio Live would probably love to go around the country or part of the world and see some of the campy movie horror hosts that showed all these weird movies. You want to come? Okay, let's take a look. All right, first, Bob Wilkins. He hosted a show in the San Francisco Bay Area called Creature Features. Now, I don't know why, but Bob kind of looks a little bit like the guy that's trying to sell you a vacuum cleaner. Or maybe he's Ron Howard's son. I don't know, but he looks like not the guy that would typically host like scary movies and stuff late at night, right? But there's Bob. He's a beloved person in the Bay Area. So I mean nothing bad here. He's a very famous guy. In fact, when I told Karen, who grew up in the Bay Area, I said, did you ever watch Creature Features? She's like, Creature Features? That was a great show. Yeah. So it's a big deal. So that Bob's one of them, right? The legendary Elvira, also one of those campy B-movie late night show hosts that would do the funny skits and all the weird stuff. Svengoolie also still on the air Saturday nights on MeTV. Show starts at 10 Eastern and Pacific. So if you're in the Mountain or Central Time Zone, -1 hour, it's really kind of fun. People throw chickens at him and he tells jokes and it's really well done. Svengoolie, if you've never seen it on MeTV, it's really, really actually much better than the old shows that we used to watch in the 70s, very much for sure. John Zachary in Los Angeles was huge. He showed a show called Shock Theater. That was the second of the campy, like B-movie type guys that would do these kind of entertaining bits for a couple hours while you saw a weird old movie, right? Nigel Honeybone. He comes from Australia, gang. Yes, even the Australians do it. It's called Honeybone, Nigel Honeybone. But the B was not capitalized for some reason. But the name of the show, you can see it there, Shocky Horror Picture Show. Nigel Honeybone makes the list. That's neat, actually. And here's one from Sammy Terry. This is Indianapolis, Indiana. It was actually voted the best of the weird late night campy and horror movie show movie hosts. It's called Nightmare Theater. It came out of Indianapolis, Indiana. It was voted the top of all of them, believe it or not. Also, can't forget Vampira, who was in LA television. She did this kind of thing show that kind of started off this big wacko thing. It started back in the 50s. She was back in LA television showing all these old monster movies and stuff. Now, where I was from in Oregon, I worked for this man. He was my general manager at KMJK Radio. His name was Victor Ives. Nice guy. Super cool guy. And I don't think he used any makeup for the show because he looked just like this when I worked for him. Truly, he just didn't wear those funny clothes. Anyway, but he hosted this thing called Sinister Cinema that was on Saturday nights at like 11 o'clock. It was 11:30. Came on after the evening news, and then he'd do this like hour and a half to 2 hour bit. Pretty cool. But these guys, what they have in common, because it's hard to describe the kind of movies these guys would show, but they'd usually be movies you wouldn't normally see anywhere else but on their program. Let me give you a movie trailer. If you're like in Great Britain or places around the world like Germany, whatever, and you've never seen a B movie or one of these weird horror flicks, here's one. This is one of them that they would show. It's also one of the most popular on the list of these movies. It's called Plan 9 from Outer Space.
It is safe to state that the grandchildren of some of the people in this dinner will not be born on Earth. They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead, zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the Earth. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Starring the most nightmarish cast ever, Bela Lugosi, the seductive Vampira, and Tor Johnson as the Walking Dead.
Turn off your electro gun! No! No! Stop it, Dennis!
I can't get it. It's jammed.
Stop it, you fool!
Bullets bounce off their bodies. Rockets, missiles, jets cannot stop their death ships. What earthly power can stop this terror? For a glimpse of things to come, see this blast of screen suspense. For it could be happening right now.
You can't shoot them. You can't even fire missiles at them. They bounce off. So I told Karen about it. She's like, well, how did they get rid of them? I said, we'll have to watch it on Saturday and find out. I'm kind of up for that. I got nothing else to do. By the way, happy birthday to Linda Ronstadt today. 80 years old. Wow. I bet she looks great. I bet she does. Joshua, Night of the Living Dead is my all-time favorite movie. You know, they made a pinball of that. Seriously, no kidding. I've played a bunch. It's one of the coolest pinballs ever. Seriously, it's an amazing movie. Thank you. Also, Jeff in Sherwood agrees, Svengoolie. Chris in New York City watches Svengoolie on Saturday nights. It's amazing. Spike in Montana says, dang, been up since 1 a.m. Almost time for my nap. Yeah, so that's it. And thank you guys for keeping everything, and thanks for dropping the link, Bill. Appreciate that. That's for Raleigh's fundraiser in New Guinea. So if you can help out, great. But all these guys, they have huge audiences back in the day, and wherever they are right now, they made an impact on the broadcast industry because they brought these weird movies up, and they still bring them out. And thanks to Sven Gulli on MeTV for being so still out there making the show, because it's a one-of-a-kind program. If you don't ever have a chance to do something like on a Saturday night, try and see Sven Gulli. It's well worth it. Thanks a lot, Spike, for sending me a great little email. That was great. It really was. Really was. So that's the email there, info@hamradiolive.org. Have something to share, talk about whatever. Maybe it turns into a little segment. You never know. Today's topic question has to do with, not that, goodness sakes, I changed them all except that one, obviously. What are some ham radio awards you would like to earn? Let us know in the comment section, and we will make it part of today's program. By the way, Kevin, with this is important. Actually, we should do something. Yeah. Kevin says Nimrod can save the planet. I'm gonna find out how they killed the thing. I don't have any idea, but Bill's on it. He's gonna do his best. That's very good, Bill. By the way, if you want to try and let the FCC know that 8 years is long enough to, to make up their mind and let the technicians either have some HF or just say no, do this on social media at FCC, hashtag PassRM11828. I'm going to do that every stinking show until we finally hear something. I mean, how hard is it to tell people, no, not going to do it, or yep, we'll do it. Something's up there. Something's up. And Steve, don't forget Eddie Munster. That's true. Now you can't, like so many markets in America, they had one of these kind of shows, right? And it's like, I couldn't get them all. I'm like, oh gosh. But that's a good one there. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. We have talked about meteor scatter yesterday, and I wanted to do one more segment on it. Meteor scatter is part of amateur radio that if you're a technician, you can do it. It's actually pretty cool because you're using VHF bands for the most part. You can use 10, you can still use 10 meters, but you can also use 6 to make these contacts. And coming up in August, there's going to be a lot of people trying to make QSOs off of meteors. You don't have to point a fancy antenna at the meteor showers. You just have to have an antenna up. Let me show you a great video of somebody who puts together a station more than I've got, for sure. He's got more monitors than I've got in 2 houses I've owned, but take a look what he's got together, as well as Ham SCI, and using it to be able to run meteor scatter.
Here's a rundown of the station for 6-meter meteor scatter. And over here I have a station for 10-meter meteor scatter. I'm doing all this because of the ham size special event that's described here. So this is ham size meteor scatter QSO party. Today's August the 12th. I've been operating this for a day and a half. So I want to show you guys what is all here so that you can be aware of it and then I can remember. So I'm trying to get back into this page here. This is how the station is set up currently and what I'm doing. So we'll focus on the 6 meters now. WSJTX version 2.8. It's decoding and doing this stuff right there. Operating frequencies 5260. And here are my settings. All this stuff was copied from an excellent guide.
Need a key fob? Don't go to the dealer. Keyless entry remote in has you covered.
Don't do that.
here.
Thank you.
K5
Sorry about that.
ND's meteor
Oh, no. Hold on. I'll get you to a clean spot. There you go.
scatter, getting on the air, how it works.
This part's important, all right? The K5ND amateur radio channel there, just search it if you're interested in doing this, right? He explains exactly how to do it. That's why this segment's so stinking important. It's part of what you should have in your tool belt. You just need an antenna, vertical, a wire, whatever. You'll work it. Just take a listen how you can do it, though.
So that got me started, but then for the Hamsai event, has some special operating guidelines that are available here. So I copied what they told me to enter in. See, back on their first page is right here. Tells you what settings to have. So those are the settings I have entered in to WSJTX. So this page here and this page here got me started. And this is how some other people have chimed in and told what to do here as far as some communication. So this ping jockey is communications for what's happening on the bands and coordinating contacts. Also, if you're running JT Alert, which that's what we've got here, JT Alert, it allows messaging. And so that messaging, you can contact different operators. Like I've spoken here with Whiskey Tango 4 Whiskey and Kilo 9 Mike Kilo. We've had communications back and forth about our contacts. That helped a lot. So here, we'll do some transmitting. We'll go ahead and enable transmit. Here's your power range here. So when that transmits, you adjust this so that here I'm using a FT991A, and as you adjust that slider, it takes 15.
Okay, see what frequency he's on. You can find out the frequencies through this program on HemSCI.
Seconds between transmits, the way I have it set up. Just that slider, you want to get your ALC right about there, about a third. So that slider's set up just right. And there's a lot of settings in the radio. The main thing I had to adjust when I was first getting started there was I had this set for narrow, and if you're set for narrow, it's not going to decode. So I set it out to wide, 3000 hertz width. And with that, I've been able to decode, I think I've got 16 in the log right now. So 12, a dozen on 6 meters, and 4 over there on 10 meters. Also helpful is your ham clock. I use that to keep track of what my UTC is. You can also see the spotting on there. I've only got one spot going out on 6 meters here. I just started transmitting. And then here we're doing a PSK reporter. Right now I'm looking at everything coming in and out of my grid square. So here's the Puerto Rico station that's picking me up on 6 meters. I just worked him on 10. So he's Whiskey Papa 3 Romeo down there in Puerto Rico. And so what this is saying is that on 6 meters, all the signals received, I thought I had that for sent or received by. That's what I want. Sent or received by Echo Mike 60, which is our grid square here, in the last 15 minutes. So I'll hit go here and see what we're seeing.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the video. We appreciate being able to use that. That's a really neat thing. And how it works, you're going to send your signal up, and the trails of the meteorites that come down, right? They just reflect off of those, and you make contact with people. It's kind of a little bit like FT8, where it's all digitally done on your computer, but try it. It's something to try if you've never done or made calls before. Might be something that'll work for you. One thing that I really like about it, and the reason I'm bringing it up right now, is because the Perseid meteor shower started last night, and the typical best time to do it is between midnight and 5 a.m. That's usually when most of the meteorites are coming down. Sorry, Jack had to get up on Dad's lap. So this will go on through September the 1st. The peak of the meteor shower is going to be August the 11th and the 12th. So you've got some time to get studying up on Ham SCI as well as K5ND. Both web pages will help you be ready, and there'll be a lot of hams out there trying to make QSOs off of meteor showers, little trails coming down. And how hams have ever figured that out, to me, that's the most genius thing ever. Somebody had to think of that, right? Hey, I wonder if we were to send a signal up there, if it would do something with that trail. And it did. Hams are extremely resourceful. And really are. It's pretty cool. I'm very impressed with that stuff. To me, that's one of those things like, wow, that works really well. It's neat that did work out. Want to welcome Todd back. He's here from Hawaii. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back in the beautiful city of Honolulu. Just coming out of surgery yesterday at Tripler Army Medical Center. Well, I hope you're well. I hope we don't make you any sicker and that you're going to be okay.
There's no one knows his way around outer space like Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
There you go. All right. Good to see you, Todd. Thanks for coming back. Hope you heal up very, very well. I do. Rodney, one would say that they wish upon a falling star for a good QSO. Boy, oh boy. Jason. Gunter's bored, I think, stiff. He's just throwing out birthdays. Jason Bonham and Joe Satriani turning 70 today. Time is flying. Yeah. It kind of. It kind of does. Karen was saying to him, she'd say, gosh, I don't want to go back to work today. I just don't want to go back to work. I'm like, honey, think about this. If you spend your whole life saying, I can't wait for Friday night to get here, pretty soon you're 70 years old and you say, gosh, where did my life go? Seriously, just let's be done. JMB, welcome. He says, the girlfriend and I are going to take our tests in a few weeks. We are both passing our practice quizzes. Well done, buddy. There you go. There you go. Keep up the great work, JMB. You're going to pass it. You will. And then we're going to bug you to get your general license as well. Man, you're going to pass. Keep studying. It's worth it. It really is worth it. We're glad you are. Please keep us informed on how you're doing. If you have questions about it, let us know, okay? We'll be happy to help you. Maybe it's something you're struggling with. You can either put it here on the show, or you can put it on our Discord channel. We'd love to help you. Truly. That's from the heart. Okay, buddy? Joshua says, Mountain Goat is 1,000 points. Summits range from 1 to 10 points. They are a lot of drive-up ones you could do. Really? I got to find me a mountain somewhere here in the state of Florida, though. The tallest area in Florida is like 360 feet. Rodney, today's topic question, he would like to get the United States Award, the 250, that one, okay. Master of Radio Communications for Africa, Asia. He's almost in Asia, got almost all of that for Africa and Asia, it sounds like. Oceania and South America. I think it's great. I think that's the hardest one to get is Oceania. It is. Have you seen the locations on Oceania? It's like astounding, all these places. That's why DXpeditions are done. And a lot of them are done in the Pacific because you can't get that island in your Oceania log without it. Just a second. There you go. All right. Go find something to do. That's why they do a lot of DXpeditions in places like South Cook Islands, Guam, Tahiti, Samoa, things like that, because that's the only way you'll get them in your log. It's kind of a neat thing. They get a vacation out of it. You get a ham call. It's true. It's true. Jeff needs a key fob. Is it like a Svengoolie one? That'd be kind of cool. I guess I would say so. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're okay. We're talking here, Todd, we get those meteor showers here in Hawaii they're around the world. It's, the meteor showers, when you have them They're going to be worldwide. Should I do it? Is it that important to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. The Perseid meteor shower has begun. Last night, up in the sky, parts of space were hitting Earth's atmosphere, leaving small trails behind. Please do not worry. Nothing is wrong. Your government is on top of things. Yeah, meteor showers, they just happen everywhere. It's a good one. Like the Perseid one is one of the most common ones. There's also one that's in November. So, like, this is a good time of year to prep for it if you want to make calls from it, which is nice, right? Nothing bad to do. Good to do that. Rodney said, I've been stuck on 89% for Oceania for a while now. Yeah. It's like Oceania has enough there that you can make the calls, right? There's enough areas that they're, okay, we're good. But then there's like that last 10%. And you're like, oh man, this is never going to happen. Oh man. Andy Cowley, Ham Radio, hello, good to see you, and a very happy Wednesday. Hi, Andy. Neat Ham Radio channel there. Really is. He does good stuff. Today's topical question. Gosh, well, yeah, I swing and a miss sometimes. Today's topical question. What are some Ham Radio awards you'd like to get? All right. So what awards would you like to earn? What would you like to look at when you're calling a station's call letters, their call sign repeatedly, and they're not hearing you yet, and you've been working 20 minutes on it, and you're looking up the wall every time he says QRZ? What do you want to look up there and see on your wall? Let's know the awards today in your dreams. Let us know. We'll make it part of today's program. Shenanigan extravaganza type thing. Let me get to the Angry Hams. Interesting trivia today. I hope you enjoy it. Here first comes the Angry Pair.
Well, to me, there's nothing funny about chickens.
I think he deserved it. I don't know. Pecked his eye out. Okay, question 1 of 2 about antennas. Number 1. What's a Yagi? A, brand of radio. B, type of antenna. C, type of coax. D, nothing in amateur radio. E, Boo-Boo's best friend. A, B, C, or D? Go get him. What's a Yagi? Yagi. A Yagi. And why would you want one? Todd, Larry, to do this, you have to be picky on which antennas. No. Nope. Vertical works them. You can use a wire, whatever. Yep. You just have to hit. Just the signal bounces off. It refracts off kind of like the ionosphere. That's how it works. Because as it's going through the ionosphere, it disturbs it, and then the signal it acts the same. It's just that somebody has to be, think of it this way, Todd, somebody's got to be on Earth in the same area that can typically see that, because the signals come back off are not super strong. It's digital, and it works. It works great, but typically you have to be in the same area, well, not area, but you need to be able to have seen it up in the ionosphere. But that's good news, because they could be thousands of miles. Yeah, and if you're able to refract off the ocean again, double it. Could be great. Rodney, irony is that Africa seems to be the hardest one for me. Only 5. Yeah, I think part of that, because you got like 6%. I think part of that, though, is because, again, how many of the countries there have people working radios? Again, DXpeditions. That's why they go to those places. Truly. I mean, yes, exactly. Rodney, first up today. He might try for the trifecta. He's got B. It's a type of antenna. He's right. There's 1 for 1. Nice work, Rodney. Pop Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I'll get you a layup to get you warmed up, guys. Had to give you something easy. Rodney and Andy and Mike and Gunther and Chris and Bill and, well, you guys all have this one. By the way, Kill, welcome back. Good to see you. Lima Alpha Zero, Yankee India, always a pleasure. And let me see. Todd says, highest award from the ARL. I'm not sure what that is, but congratulations on getting it, sir. That's a good thing. Congratulations. Yeah, didn't get anybody wrong on that. And I'm not going to show your comment, Rodney, for a reason, okay? Question 2 is the reason why. Nobody look. What is the other name most often associated with the development of the Yagi antenna? A. Heath, B. Uda, C. Comet, D. Step IR. Question number 2, the same kind of antenna. Good luck. Good luck. Rodney, first up again. Because he already answered the doggone thing right up there before we even flipped the script to question 2. And he's got Uda, Yagi Uda. Rodney, you are 2 for 2. Is it possible? Is it possible, guys? You know what? We've had 2 people since Saturday go 3 for 3. Mike did it Saturday. Greg did it Monday. And nobody got 3 for 3 yesterday first. Although Core in New York State, he did, which was cool. Yeah, Core got 3 for 3. Okay, so Rodney got B, Mike with B. Let's see, Andy and Bill with B. Kill, everybody knows the answer. JC is back. Good to see you and a welcome to you on a Wednesday. Don't ever worry about being late, because I don't keep track of that stuff. Nobody does. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. All right, final question of 3. Going to make it a little more difficult. Here it is. When was the invention of the transistor announced? Announced. A, 1947. Do not complain to me if it's wrong, okay? This is their question. QRZ's question. B, 1948. C, 1949. D, 1950. When was the invention of the transistor announced? A, B, C, or D? Good luck, Rodney. Hope you do it. Hope you do it. All right? Because, he's multitasking doing the show. He's saying next question. He's doing all this stuff. And, you got to give him credit because it's not easy to do that, answer questions quickly, and then come in first on 3 straight questions. That's not easy to do. So, yeah. We'll see. I want to just keep up the tense anticipation. All right. Because this worded the way it's worded as announced, okay? I'm going to change. I'm going to make a little flippity flip because I think QRZ's wrong. And I'm not doing that for Rodney's sake. I'm doing it because it's wrong. All right? Because it says the word announced. Okay? The invention of the transistor announced. All right. Now that we're clear, here we go. Right? Andy Cowley first up. He has C, 1949. No. Chris in New York City. Kilo Echo 2, Hotel Romeo Juliet. Chris has A, 1947. Chris, you know what? Actually, you are correct. That is correct. Yes, right. It is. The invention of the transistor was announced in 1947, and the device was announced a year later in 1948. So the official invention of a working transistor, 1947, we almost have to give it to B. We almost have to. We'll split this one down the middle, okay? This just in. We're going to make 2 people right today. Yeah. So here's why. Because this is a stupidly worded question, to be honest.
Capture that creature.
It's crazy because, announced, but the invention of a working transistor was a year earlier. The device was announced a year later. The inventors, 3 physicists for Bell Labs. I get it, but it's just too wonky. I can't do that. I mean, I get it. The guys are computer people, and they do all of that.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
I think that we have to give it to 2. So we're going to go ahead and give this one to Bill, who answered first with 1948, and Chris, also in New York State, because he's got A as well for 47. So we split the difference. Both win. It's a happy day. And Rodney got 2 right. This is good. Kjell in Norway, he got it right. Barry Wendon had C. Todd's thinking C. Mike was thinking C. This is a weird one. And Rodney says, darn it, I was on a call. No! B. He had been right. Yep. And then Chris with the background story that I just kind of read you there. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. It was publicly announced, but they originally demonstrated it privately the year before. So that would still be an announcement. Whether it's private or not, they're sharing it, right? Yes. Rodney, why did the XYL call at that time? Well, Rodney, you can always not answer the phone. Yeah, just don't answer the phone. Get it right, move on, and win 3 for 3. Yeah. Bill says, Nimrod Bill guessed B, LOL. That's good. You're good. And Rodney the Great was in there as well. Rodney, meanwhile, is huffing and puffing and, ooh, Rodney.
You have made me very angry. Very angry indeed.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You'll get over it. It'll be okay. Just take a deep breath. Remember, Hakuna Matata. That's life. And the sun comes up tomorrow. Your daughter's healthy. She's good. It's a good thing. Today's topic question, how would you... Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, we just do the show on the fly, make it work, and we guess, flip coins, the whole 9 yards.
That's my boy!
Why not? All right. What are some Ham Awards you'd like to get? I would like to get the continents, right? That's I got that, but I'd like to frame it. I'd love to get the individual countries in the continents. Like Rodney was mentioning, Oceania, Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, all that stuff. That would be great, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd ever show them in the background because I am not about, look at me. I'm not that guy. So, I do this with you guys, but I enjoy it because we're just hanging out together as friends. That's honestly how I look at the show. I hang out with my friends for an hour or so. We laugh, we talk, we enjoy each other's company. This is the most fun thing that I look forward to every day. It really is. Because you guys come. It means a lot to me. Rodney with a comment of the program. He doesn't realize it yet, but at Ham Radio Live Show, happy wife, happy life. It's true. Comment of the program. Mike, then Rodney would probably be dead for not answering the phone, and it will be no more Rodney. And that'd be really bad, too, if you think about it, because Rodney the Great would be gone.
Where's the kaboom?
Yeah, be over. It'd be a sad thing. We don't want to have that happen. And Rodney, thankfully, agrees. We have a couple of neat commercials. I tried to take care of you throughout the show, although I didn't put all the stupid topic questions right. Golly. And that was because I talked to my wife. let me just get this off my chest because I'm angry right now.
And now, a Larry moment.
So I'm getting everything done in the show. I've just got one more thing to do, which is to complete the topic questions all the way through the show. Simple to do. All the scenes say question. So in this section, ask the topic question. Move to the next segment. Next question. Perfect. There's like 6 places. All you got to do is make sure cut and paste 6 times. Easy to do. Then, of course, the phone rings. And then it's like, oh, no. Well, I was going to finish doing this, take a shower, just hang out with the dogs for about 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever, and then come do the show. That was my plan. And then, all of a sudden, Karen calls on the phone. Hey, how you doing? I'm fine. You doing okay? Yeah. Well, listen, I'm having kind of a rough day. Oh, are you? And at that point, you're kind of like going, well, guess we'll stop doing what we're doing here and just pay attention. Because husbands know that, right? You don't just kind of do that. Because they know you so well that if you try and say this word a lot, here's the word, yeah. Guys are good at that, yeah. Because they'll say, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they'll know you've checked out the 3rd time you've said it. So you can't say, yeah. You got to say, oh, okay, well, how do you feel about that? But don't do that if they say, well, I feel really fat. The best thing there is you don't answer at all. Don't. You simply just say, I'm sorry you're having a rough day. I'm here for you. What can we talk about that'll make you happy? And then she'll say, well, I just feel bad because my friend she left her job and she had a really hard time growing up and things weren't real easy for her. And gosh, I'm really worried about her because she's all the way in Oregon and I'm here and I can't be there for her. And I said, Karen, you know what you can do? Call her on the phone, let her know you care about her and leave that alone. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. She might be busy. I'm like, Karen, then stop talking about it.
Hey, that's a joke, son.
No, you don't ever do that. That's the word you don't do. You just say, honey, I'm sorry. Can I do anything to help you feel better? No, just you being here on the phone is what I needed. And then you win and you walk away and say, I got her. But then all the topic questions are over, and you can't get the show done right and smooth like you hoped.
No animals were harmed in the production of this program.
So that's why the topic questions were all wonky today. It happens. Rodney says the worldwide award would also be nice. That's good stuff. Gunter, the Frozen Balls Award for Portable Ham Radio Operators 2026 goes out to... Yeah. I was okay, Rodney. I get it what it's about. Because it's, it is. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And if anybody complains about it, come see me here at Ham Radio Live. I have no problem handling it. It's okay. But in the future, let's try and keep it clean. Because the one thing I want to make sure that we do is that we can keep the show good for kids. The kids can be here and not hear stuff they shouldn't. And we all want to do that, right? If you'd like to get your ham license, the Radio Society of Great Britain would love to help you do so. Contact them at www.rsgb.org. They're really good people. They love helping people get licensed, and they can help find a club near you. They're really awesome people. They really are. They got a worldwide directory of ham clubs. Just reach out to them on their contact part of their page. Tell them you want your ham license. Make sure and tell them where you live, because that will give them the necessary information to search for a ham club near you. And then the information they give you, contact that club. They'll help you get licensed. www.rsgb.org to the Radio Society of Great Britain. Good, good people. Guys, I have bad news. I won't be here tomorrow. It's because our 2 dogs, Jack and Jasper, 2 boys, have to have their haircuts tomorrow. unfortunately. So it's at 2 p.m., and that's about a half hour after I start the show, normal time. So our next show will be on Friday, the big show. That'll have Ham Radio DXpedition, special events, contest calendar, and also it'll have lots of fun and giggles. We'll have a good time. So join me Friday at 17:30 UTC. Randy has joined the program. Yeah, I'm late. Randy, watching mobile. Don't watch mobile. Listening's fine. No watching. Bad idea. He's on Interstate 10 eastbound near the Alabama-Florida state line. Drive safe, buddy. Drive safe. Glad the AC is working and blowing cold. Get back home safely because we care about you. Randy, great to see you. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Happy Wednesday. Barry, thank you for being here. It's always good when you're here, and I appreciate it. Mike, you as well. Bill, thank you. It's an honor, and I appreciate you being here today. Thanks again for clicking on Raleigh's fundraiser and helping him out. Randy just activated a U.S. park in Alabama's Battleship Park. Pretty nice. Rodney, why don't we bring back the funnies for Friday? Oh, gosh, man. Oh, the amount of time it took me to do that part of the program. I was working, I would get up, I'd have breakfast, right? And from breakfast until the show, I would be just doing the funnies. I'd have the other stuff, I'd have to get in the night before. It was so labor intensive. Good question. And I miss it. I do. Yeah. Todd, Larry, something I'd like to share with you. Here in Hawaii, when the termites swarm, that's the time to jump on the radio to make contacts to Africa. And it truly works here. There you go. Well, the bad thing is, termites are bad for your home. The good news is, you get Africa. Gosh, I don't know what I'd pick there. That would be a tough one. I think the comment of the show today, because I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing this the right time, would have to go today to Rodney. I mean, he was so close on getting 3 for 3. He probably would have, but he said this at Ham Radio Live Show. Happy wife, happy life. Comment of the program. My name's Larry Deal. My call sign in Ham Radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November. For people that wondered last week, like one email person did, what was green stamps? I have 2 TV commercials that will explain most of it, but you need to know the first part. Back in the 60s and 70s, even the 40s and 50s, 30s even, because they go back to the 1800s, stores would help entice customers to come in and buy stuff from them by giving them what was called an S&H green stamp. Now, for every certain amount of money they would spend in the store, they would get a certain amount of green stamps, and they would take those stamps, put them into books, and they would save them, right? And once you had enough books, you could go into the green stamp store or online, you'd like first mail it to them, and they would send you, no, they wouldn't. You'd have to go to the store to get them. That was before mail order. So you had to go get them, right? But they had everything cool except for like big TVs and stuff. They didn't have that, but they had like most things you need for your home, the S&H Green Stamp Store had. The first commercial I'm going to show you goes back to 1966. So this is a bit older, but it lets you know what it was like to take those stamps that you've been saving up for so long to buy that special thing. And the next one is from the late 70s. The stamps were so big by the 70s that even the Brady Bunch had an episode about stamps and getting stuff at the stamp store. They don't have them anymore. Kind of be fun if they did. My name's Larry Deal. My call sign in Ham Radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November, wherever you may be from Central Florida. God bless you. Goodbye, everybody.
I'm getting a lot of great ideas. That's why S&H calls it the Idea Book. Wait till you see what I'm getting Jack. You mean I can get all these things with S&H green stamps? Housewares, clocks, radios, sports stuff, linens. They really do have everything. Well, what do you think? A Cuisinart for Jack? He's a great chef.
Here's to S&H Green Stamps.
And here's to the stores that give them.
S&H Green Stamps. They make your money do more.
If you wouldn't feel quite right about spending $47.98 for a blender, don't. Get it with S&H Green Stamps. Get this Oster Classic 8-speed Osterizer. If you wouldn't feel quite right about spending $27.95 for an electric percolator, don't. Get it with S&H Green Stamps. Get this 10-cup Corningware Electromatic percolator. If you wouldn't feel quite right about spending $25 for a new lamp, don't. Get it with S&H Green Stamps. With S&H, you can treat yourself to gifts you wouldn't feel quite right about buying. They're the best-known brand names in America. Shop at the fine stores and service stations that give S&H Green Stamps, an American way of thrift since 1896.
This is PBS Guam in Hagåtña, Guam, signing off the air. We operate on an assigned frequency of 204 to 210 megahertz, with an effective radiated power of 54.7 kilowatts as authorized by the Federal Communications Commission in Washington, D.C. PBS Guam is a non-commercial public television station serving the educational, cultural, and informational needs of Guam, the Marianas, and Micronesian communities. We appreciate your comments and suggestions. Please address all correspondences to PBS Guam, P.O. Box 21449, Guam Main Facility 96921, or visit us on the web at www.pbsguam.org.
This just in. Spike still lives at the edge of a volcano.
That's my boy! That's all, folks.